Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. West Ham tracking 26-year-old Man United ace ahead of potential move. West Ham United are keen on signing the Manchester United defender Aaron Wan-Bissaka. The 26-year-old fullback has been linked with a move away from Old Trafford, and the Hammers are looking to bring him to the club this summer. They have been linked with the former Crystal Palace defender when David Moyes was in charge of the club as well. It seems that West Ham remain keen on signing the fullback, and it will be interesting to see how the situation develops. According to a report from Daily Mail, the Hammers are tracking the defender this summer. West Ham could certainly use more quality in the defensive unit, and the 26-year-old could prove to be the ideal acquisition for them. He has proven himself to be a reliable defender in the Premier League, and he will certainly help the Hammers tighten up at the back. The player has been criticized for his lack of end product going forward, but he could thrive at a team like West Ham. At Manchester United, fullbacks are expected to contribute equally at both ends of the pitch, but Wan-Bissaka is more of a defensive right back who could excel at a mid-table club. It will be interesting to see if West Ham can secure an agreement with Manchester United over a reasonable fee for the defender. He is at the peak of his powers right now, and he could transform the Hammers defensively. West Ham will be hoping to compete in European football regularly, and they need to improve their squad in order to sustain that level of performance every season. Signing the 26-year-old would be a step in the right direction. Meanwhile, Manchester United could look to sell him and sign someone with a more balanced skill set this summer. Man United stance revealed as a Premier League clubs look to sign 10-goal ace. Manchester United midfielder Scott McTominay has been linked with a move away from the club this summer. The 27-year-old is a player in demand, and clubs like Fulham, West Ham United, Newcastle United, and Southampton are all keeping tabs on his situation. However, Football Insider claims that Manchester United are in no hurry to sell the player, and they are ready to press ahead with their transfer business before deciding on the Scottish international's future. McTominay was a useful squad player for Manchester United last season, and even though the 27-year-old did not start every game, he proved himself to be an important asset. The Red Devils need more quality and depth in their squad, and keeping the Scottish international at the club beyond the summer would not be a bad idea. He can help out defensively and chip in with goals and assists as well. McTominay scored 10 goals in all competitions for Manchester United last season, and he helped them win the FA Cup as well. It remains to be seen whether the Red Devils can convince the player to continue. He will be hoping to play more often at this stage of his career, and the Red Devils might have to provide him with some game time assurances. The aforementioned Premier League clubs could certainly provide him with regular game time, and it remains to be seen whether he is attracted to the idea of joining them instead. The likes of West Ham and Newcastle have ambitious project, and McTominay could be a key player for them. It will be interesting to see how the situation develops. Even if the Red Devils decide to sell him, they are unlikely to let him leave for a knockdown price, and the English clubs will have to shell out a substantial amount of money for him. Clubs fans begin a protest movement against signing Manchester United misfit. Marseille fans have reportedly started an online protest movement against the potential transfer of Manchester United forward Mason Greenwood. It seems a large chunk of Olympique Marseille supporters are not at all happy about the potential signing of Greenwood from Man United, as the deal now looks closer than ever. According to French outlet RMC Sport, Greenwood was notably suspended by the Red Devils in early 2022 after very serious allegations made against him by his former partner, which led to him being arrested. Those charges have since been dropped. but Greenwood is not expected to have a future at Old Trafford now and spent last season alone with La Liga club Getafe. Marseille could be his next destination, but perhaps, unsurprisingly, there are a lot of their supporters who aren't happy about this deal and are making it clear that the 22-year-old is not welcome. It will be interesting to see if this affects the decision making at the League One club, as it's easy to imagine there will be enough high up figures who would rather not risk the backlash they could get for going through with this controversial deal. Getafe were happy enough to do it, and Greenwood performed well for them, but it might perhaps be too risky to the brands of bigger clubs with more worldwide followings. Man United gets swift answer from Everton after second Branthwaite bid. Manchester United transfer target Jared Branthwaite is evidently a player that is very much in demand this summer. The 22-year-old Everton centre-back wasn't taken by Gareth Southgate as part of his final squad to Germany for the European Championship, though that shouldn't necessarily be seen as a reflection of his footballing prowess. With Gareth Southgate expected to leave the position of England manager once the Three Lions' participation in the European Championship has concluded, any new incumbent would be hard pressed to think of a reason not to include Branthwaite in future squads. In any event, Man United had already made their intentions regarding the player clear, having made a bid believed to be in the region of £35 million for him. That was swiftly rebuffed by the Toffees, though Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Eric Ten Hag appear not have been deterred and have now submitted a second offer. According to Cout Offside columnist and transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, the new bid is for £45 million plus £5 million in add-ons, but this too has been rejected out of hand. It's understood that Everton want closer to £60 million to get them around the negotiation table, so any further lowballing from the Old Trafford outfit might not have the effect intended. From the player's own point of view, it isn't clear if he is willing to dig his heels in to help force through a move or if he is happy staying where he is for now. What is clear is that the Red Devils really need to up the ante if they want to begin the new Premier League campaign with a squad worthy of challenging for honours both domestically and in Europe. Man United succeed with a transfer offer clearly superior to what Real Madrid are offering. Manchester United have reportedly had a bid accepted for Lille defender Lenny Yoro with an offer that has been described as far superior to what Real Madrid are currently offering. The talented young Frenchman has shown in his time in League One, and it already seems clear that he has a big career ahead of him if he continues along this trajectory. Still, Fabrizio Romano has also posted saying that Los Blancos remain relaxed about this saga, despite United clearly seeming to enter the running in quite a strong way. As Romano notes, Euro is a free agent next summer, so the 18-year-old doesn't need to move now and can be patient if Lille don't reach an agreement with Madrid, as they surely can't force him to choose United instead. Man United needs a top young central defender to join them this summer, and Euro would have been ideal, but it still doesn't look easy for them against a big name like Real, who have a pulling power that few other clubs can match. Thankfully for United fans, there are links with other top defenders with a deal for Matthias de Ligt close, as Scout Offside have reported, while Everton's Jared Branthwaite is also a target, even if it's proving a tricky and potentially expensive deal so far, as per Romano. If Euro ends up moving to the Bernabeu, he will be linking up with other elite young talents like Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Junior, Endrick, and Eduardo Camavinga as the Spanish Giants put together one of the best young squads in world football. Man United's delaying tactics on Joshua Zirkzee symptomatic of low-balling antics under Sir Jim Ratcliffe. It's thought that Man United are well down the road to signing Dutch international striker Joshua Zirkzee, though Issues with regards to payment of his transfer fee could delay matters unnecessarily. According to The Guardian, the club have something of a dilemma on their hands. They are unsure whether to pay the entire fee, rumored to be 40 million euros to Bologna, or try to negotiate a slightly higher fee, but only so that they can then pay for the player in installments. Given that their apparent second offer of £45 million for Everton's Jared Brandthwaite is still nowhere close to the 60 to 70 million pound that the Toffees have specified, will bring them to the table too. It speaks of a club under Sir Jim Ratcliffe's guidance that are trying to do things as cheap as possible at this juncture. For supporters that want to see world-class exponents arriving at Old Trafford, that may seem like the sort of business practices that would have been employed by the Glazer family. The first proper transfer window under Sir Jim wasn't meant to be like this. Where are the world-class names arriving to shake up the dressing room? Far from having money to spend this summer, it appears that Erik ten Hag will have to sell before he can buy, meaning that the club have a job on their hands in not only getting rid of their deadwood, but also considering bids for their players who might bring in the most money. Evidently, a case of two steps forward and one back at this stage, and that wasn't a major selling point for supporters to get on board with Ratcliffe's vision. Time will tell if this summer is another falls down in the northwest. Chelsea, Arsenal, and Man United transfer target keen on moving to the Premier League. Chelsea, Arsenal, and Manchester United may reportedly have been handed a boost in their transfer pursuit of Borussia Dortmund winger Karim Adeyemi this summer, as he wants to move to the Premier League if he leaves his current club. The talented young German international has impressed in the Bundesliga and would be an exciting addition to English football if he were to join, with Scout Offside told that Chelsea are preparing an offer for him, while others such as Arsenal and Man United are also keen. Florian Plettenberg has taken to X to post his own information on the Adeyemi transfer saga, saying things are still at an early and informal stage, but that some interest from Chelsea does seem to be there, while the 22-year-old would be open to a move to the Premier League. Adeyemi would surely be a superb addition to this Arsenal squad. However, with Mikel Arteta looking in need of more depth in attack, especially after Gabriel Martinelli's dip in form last season, which left the team somewhat over-reliant on Bukayo Saka to provide the spark in that front three. United, meanwhile, endured a very difficult campaign, so surely need to strengthen in that area as well, and would do well to look at someone like Adeyemi as a possible replacement for flops such as Jadon Sancho and Anthony, while even Marcus Rashford's place in the team may not be safe after his poor form last term. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.